Welcome, listeners. You are here with your host, Budget Pedal Chap. This is Fret Talk Podcast. It is episode number 39. You are joined today by your co-host, Mr. Matt Quine.
Hello.
There we go. And by a man who gets a mention almost weekly, it's Mr. Moog Gravit. Say hi, Moog.
Hello there.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm jolly well, thank you very much.
It's been a while.
It has been. It's nice to be here.
But it almost seems like you're here every week with your flagrant mentions on the cast. A
Moog goes where he is needed.
Of course. So what have you been up to since last time you were on the cast, Mr. Moog Gravit?
Musically, well, since the last time, I have done a gig, which is quite a rare thing for me and quite a lovely thing. It was really nice. I did a show in a very small steampunk bar in Brighton called the Yellow Book, which
Nice.
went down quite well. I was supporting my dear chum, Professor Elemental, and it's been a while since I've done any live rapscallion music, so it was nice to get out and and have a bit of a play. It was a bit of a scary one because when I got to the venue, it's not really primarily a live venue. They've got sort of like a 3-channel mixer that goes through sort of just some crappy house speakers on the ceiling. So
dear God.
when I got there, I thought, oh shit, this is going to be bad. But actually, for the size of the venue, it worked reasonably well. So quite happy with that.
Good.
I mean, the worst venue that I've ever played at happened to be one of the best gigs that I ever had. So, it's weird how that works out, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it was really nice. I mean, got some audience singing along with my own songs, which is nice.
Excellent.
Made me feel like
Definitely.
Bon Jovi. It was great.
Oh dear.
Just wish I had the hair still.
Yeah, I mean, that man, he has got hair.
That's more than you can say for me.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I mean, what you lack in hair, you make up for in multiple guitar and vocal harmonies.
Oh, and talking of vocal harmonies, haven't we had some
Ooh.
fun there?
Go on, do mention.
Yeah, that was another one of the things I've been doing. Sort of really trying to get to grips with getting this album of mine finished. And as such, I enlisted the help of some people to become the Rapscallion Uber Chorus. And yes, you, sir, our dear host, Budget Pedal Chap, graced me with some of your vocal stylings, which
That I did.
were
Yeah,
fantastic.
I carved out a 20-minute slot in my incredibly busy schedule, and ended up ad-libbing somewhat.
Yes.
I'll save the mention of what the ad-libs are for when that actually releases, but if it does
Absolutely.
indeed make into the final mix, because
Well, I can currently tell you that I know exactly the phrase you're thinking of, and it currently is sitting in the mix. So
fantastic.
we'll see. Yeah. So that was good. Yeah. So I've actually hit a bit of a landmark with the album recording, which is great, and it's exciting because I've got the first song, which I've just sent off to a guy to get mixed. So that's the
Nice.
first step to locking it all down. So yeah, we're getting there.
That's it, slow and steady, and it's forward movement, which is it's what we want. I mean, I've done projects before where I've recorded like half of a song or 2/3 of a song, and then it just hits a wall. So the fact that it's keep on going on, and you're making that progress, it's awesome.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, we'll get there. we'll get there. There's still a fair bit to do, lots of vocals to re-record, but as long as I can keep stealing the nice microphone from work at the weekends and carving out a little bit of time, we'll be all right.
That's pretty cool. And I've got to say, I'm a big fan of the stuff. From what I've heard, it's pretty tasty.
Oh, well, isn't that nice?
Indeed. Right, so Mr. Matt Quine, aside from hosting another podcast, what have you been up to this week?
What have I been up to this week? I've bought a roller bridge for my Gretsch so that the strings will actually go over it on the Bigsby system rather than sort of catch on the system that's on there at the moment, because it's a bit pointy and the G string won't stay in tune. So I've got a Graphtec nut and a roller bridge for it now, which I just need to install. So
I'm sure using the Graphtec nut, a binding G string, I'm sure there's something there.
I thought I was waiting for it, but it never quite arrived.
No, there's a problem, that is, isn't it? Especially as you get older. Yeah.
Hey, got there eventually.
We worked it out, lads. We worked it out.
I've bought those, got those ready to install. Now need to go and pick up the Gretsch from the other guitarist in the band who was borrowing it because he wanted to see whether he wanted to buy himself a Gretsch or not.
Cool. Yeah.
So I'll go and collect that hopefully this week.
And what was his thoughts? Is he going to buy a Gretsch? Is he not going to buy a Gretsch?
Well, he said he was going to drop it round yesterday, and it's still not here. So I'm guessing. I'm guessing he's probably going to buy a Gretsch.
Yeah.
All signs are good.
Shaking the 8 ball, and it says outcome looks likely.
Aye. So I've done that. I've started recording myself playing acoustic with a camera and microphone. I forget words. Words don't happen quickly.
It was just the most opportune time to pause there. I've recorded myself playing.
You're a terrible person. I think I've said this every week for about a month now.
You have.
You listeners are lucky you can't see the video, because what we're seeing here, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap and I.
Yep. He's beating a rhythm with his own drum.
Oh dear. Yeah, so I've basically bought myself a camera with an external mic in so that I could start recording myself playing some acoustic tracks.
Yep.
And finally got around to actually starting recording myself this week. Probably need to do reshoots because I'm not happy with the amount of mistakes I'm making, but it's just trying to get me used to playing in front of a camera at the moment, and then eventually
the mood's gone.
Sick. Eventually, hopefully I'm going to start up probably just a Facebook page called Matt Quine Music or something, where I'll just put me doing random covers of random songs.
Yeah.
Some of them in my own style and some of them just straight covers.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. And how are you finding the whole process of are you getting that red light fever when the record button's pressed?
Yeah, so it generally takes, like I say, I'm making lots of mistakes that I wouldn't make. Like, I've played a lot of these songs at open mics and not made any mistakes or made very few mistakes.
Yeah.
And now that I'm sat in front of a camera that's, 5 foot, 6 foot away, whatever it is, I'm making lots of mistakes. I am forgetting lyrics. I am forgetting the next chord in the sequence sometimes and just doing stupid things like that. I just need to get over the fact of, unless I release it, nobody's ever going to see this, so why am I more nervous than I would be in a pub?
Yeah, definitely.
But I'll get there.
Yeah, there's an intrinsic pressure when recording comes along. And when I first started recording music, kind of at home, I'd always get that. I'd be nailing the parts that I'd be playing when the record button weren't on, and then the moment you see that red light flash, it's just
yeah. And like I say, I'll get there eventually. It's just getting in the right mindset.
Yeah, definitely.
And sometimes it's good to just, put out something that isn't perfect, because it's a starting point, and you can always go up from there, and,
Yeah, and like the one I shared in the group that I'd recorded just with my phone, that's riddled with mistakes. But eventually, I'll get better.
God damn it! I still haven't checked out that band.
We'll come on to that later, because I'll mention them again when we bring up one of our segments. But the other thing I've got is I really don't like my own singing voice. And
who does?
I know I can sing in tune.
That's harsh, man.
I meant one's own, not that specifically.
I'm sure this is just a dig back for the thievery of the vintage SG.
Mr. Quine.
No, not at all.
Indeed, I think.
Many apologies again.
Yeah, keep them coming.
So, just for listeners who may not have caught what we're on about here, it's a couple of weeks back. In fact, Matt, why don't you tell us what happened?
Matt, why don't you tell us what happened?
Basically, what happened was I saw a vintage SG on the local classifieds for 70 quid, and thought about it and then decided not to go for it. Then mentioned it in the group, and Moog said, "Oh, I'm in the market for an SG. Go and check it out, and if it's all right, send it across." So I went and checked it out and fell in love with it, and haven't put it down since. To the point where I can literally lean to the right and touch it. I don't even need to get off my feet.
And the SG.
Indeed.
So I basically, the SG that I've been speaking about for the last month, I'm guessing at this point, I stole from Moog, because I bought it for him and then never sold it to him.
Indeed.
And we'll keep it going for at least another month, I'm sure.
Indeed. I mean, if there's a podcast that does wring as much comedy value out of material that they can, it's us. I mean, even
didn't you end up with my? Oh, sorry, dude.
Yeah, no, carry on.
I was going to say, didn't you end up with my Marshall Lead 12 as well?
I did end up with your Marshall Lead 12. I can also lean to the right and touch that. It is literally there.
Oh, I can see it. Oh, I miss you.
So, yeah.
Oh, dear.
I mean,
I'm just going to come and live around your house. You got half my shit there.
Well, once I get the pickup sorted in the SG, I'm pretty sure it will live plugged into that Marshall Lead 12.
Ugh, beautiful. I can't be angry at you. It's a lovely little setup.
It is. And speaking of setups, indeed.
Segway.
Thank you, Moog. We are definitely hitting a professional stride today, aren't we, with sound effects? So yeah, you were talking about getting some extra oomph in your live performances later this summer, weren't you, Matt? So do you want to tell us a bit about your contemplation?
Yeah, so basically this summer we've got more live outdoor gigs on fairly big stages than ever before. Usually we get one in TT week and maybe one later on in the year at something that's called the Queenie Festival over here, which is basically an outdoor festival in Port Erin centred around Queenie fishing, which sounds a bit weird, but it's kind of like a Manx staple food, and everybody basically just sits outside on the beach, watches live music and eats fish, and it's just kind of awesome. But yeah, so we've this year, because of the way TT and the Isle of Man have set up, the area that used to be Bushy's Beer Tent this year is going to be run by another brewery called the Hooded Ram, which has meant Bushy's are moving to the Villa Marina Gardens, which means there are two big stages competing with each other.
Okay.
Both who are paying better than Bushy's used to, because they're trying to vie for bands to come and play on their stages.
Nice.
We've got headline slots on peak days for both of them, and we've also got, again, the Queenie Festival later on in the year. So I've basically got loads of outdoor, or for me, loads of outdoor gigs.
Yeah.
And because I'm a giant child, I kind of want... I don't want more volume because my AC-15 is plenty loud enough.
Yeah.
But you don't get the trouser flapping 412 kind of oomph out of it, because I end up having to raise it up so that I can hear it. So it's not sat on the stage, it's sat on a box. So I was thinking, instead of sitting it on a box, why don't I sit it on a 212 cab and plug the two into each other, and then I've got 412.
Indeed. I mean, that right there, that's simple, effective mathematics.
It is. And so I don't know whether I'm just being a giant child and I just want to have a 412, or whether it probably would make things better, more gooder. Extra tones.
Yeah, more. Yeah, MOARTOANZ. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
Tones. Yeah. So, I think the pros and cons of it. I mean, what I'd consider is getting a 212 cab that was almost kind of polar opposite of your the speakers in your AC-15 now, because they're greenbacks, aren't they?
Yeah, I did check, and they are Celestion greenbacks.
Awesome. Not my favourite speaker, but I've come to terms with them. Actually, we've made peace, me and the greenback. And with an AC-15, I can understand that, yes, it would be a very, very usable speaker. However, if you want to get that kind of breadth of sound, maybe looking towards something with the Alnico Blues to start off with, because the AC series is synonymous with the Alnico Blues, which are a slightly more chimey, slightly more toppy speaker, I am to believe.
Yep.
But you don't... I've not seen many 212 cabinets that have got Alnico Blues in them at all. You tend to find that 212s either house... number one, they house quite cheap speakers, or they'll house greenbacks or vintage 30s.
Yeah.
And I think if you're going for a 212 with greenbacks, there's aside from the two extra speakers pushing air, there's not really much of an advantage to it, to be honest. I mean, the vintage 30s are kind of, again, they're a rock speaker. They're a bit more, a bit less focused in the mid range, and a bit more of an overall. I hear that a lot of metal players actually like vintage 30s, so that might be a choice. Yeah, but if you can get something with something that's got an Alnico magnet rather than ceramic magnets in it, I think you'll be hitting some glorious tonal territory there.
I'll definitely check it out. I'm not sure that I'm going to do it yet. It's just an idea that I had whilst sat at work going, I'm really bored of work, what can I think about?
Why don't you go the whole hog and get a 412? and stick it on top of that.
That'll be
And
like
you're six.
6/12.
There you go.
Yeah.
If 4's good, 6 is better.
Absolutely.
I like the way you think.
Well,
Indeed.
you know, I'm not just a pretty face. Oh, hang on, I'm not even that. Shit.
Don't be so down on yourself.
Yeah. I usually go with the line, it's not just a hat rack or a hair farm for me. But yeah, sorry.
Taking the piss.
So yeah, I mean those are options. 412 actually might end up cheaper. I tend to see 412s going cheaper on the used market than 212s these days, because like we were mentioning last week, no fucker wants 412s.
And then buy a 412, saw it in half, and then sellotape the bottom back on. Cheap 212.
Is that the way it works, is it?
Well, yeah, it's only speakers, isn't it?
Yes, cutting through the wires. That'll be fine.
You got to leave it plugged in for that bit, don't you? If you cut through the wires.
Gaffer tape, yeah. So yeah, I mean that's one thing. Our final thing for you this week, Matt. You were gonna be away this week, weren't you?
I was supposed to not be here right now. Yes.
Yeah. And you were supposed to be doing your wrestling cast, weren't it?
Yeah. So it was originally moved from Wednesday to today because one of the guys
They
was
hate
out
us,
yesterday,
yeah.
and then they just a last minute change to move it to tomorrow because one of the other guys is ill and can't speak. So which made me available. But yeah, I was going to ditch you to do my wrestling podcast because it's WrestleMania this week, and I can't not be on the podcast because it's the go home to Mania.
Indeed.
WrestleMania!
Here we go. Yeah, we've got live footage from the WrestleMania. So we thought we'd give you a little segment this week, Matt. So explain to us what this wrestling is.
Matt's wrestling explanation time.
Excellent. Right. Well, I mean, I got into wrestling as a kid, so I will give that caveat of I was 7 or 8, and it was kind of a fad that some of the kids at school were going through. Ended up watching it on Sky. As a child, you don't realise that it's fake. You don't realise that they're not actually they're literally blading themselves to get all the blood, because back in the late 90s, early 2000s, every single match had somebody splitting their head open on one thing or another, and you think that it's real, and actually what they're doing is they're cutting themselves with a razor blade to make it look more sort of look like a bigger injury than it is, and they're not actually hurting, or they're hurting themselves, but nowhere near as much as you think.
I was going to say.
So as a kid, yeah, as a kid, I kind of got into it that way, and they're hitting each other with steel chairs, but they're not actually steel chairs. It's basically aluminium foil that's slightly hardened, and if you watch, which you don't notice as a kid, they put their arms up, and the chair hits their arms and not their head. So but you don't look at things like that as a kid. So I got into it, and it's really exciting to watch as a kid. And then I stopped watching for a while, got back into it recently, and it's like a giant soap opera, but far more entertaining, is how I would describe it. So you've got long-running storylines, you've got feuds, there are heels and faces, so the heels are the bad guys and the baby faces are the good guys, and it's just like I say, it's a giant soap opera, but with far better storylines and fighting.
So it's like Swarfega. It's a manly soap.
It's yeah, I mean, it's just comedic. Like, it's right. The reason that I still watch it is because it gives you a laugh every week, no matter. There's one storyline at the moment where there's a guy called Braun Strowman who is 6'10". He's an ex-Olympic powerlifter, And in
Nice.
one particular match, the guy he was fighting didn't particularly want to fight somebody who was like 170 pounds heavier than him. So he ran away to the car park, got in his car, and Braun Strowman lifted the back end of the car up so that he couldn't drive away. So you've got, fun bits like that, and then you've got other people that are taking it seriously and, take themselves far too seriously and just like to be there to be annoying. And you've got all sorts, and then you've got the crowd favourites try and go and beat the crap out of the ones that aren't the crowd favourites to make everyone happy. And you've got all sorts of things happening, and you get, like, people get arrested, like fake arrested, and then whilst they're in handcuffs, somebody else comes in and knocks the 7 shades of shit out of them. And it's all just a good laugh. And then the other bits are, you can guess what's going to happen and then get really annoyed when they don't do what you think they should do. And you can then rant about it on a podcast, and you can say they should have done this instead of that. And that's where I get my enjoyment from it, especially now that I've got a few mates that are watching it, is talking to them and seeing what they would do, and whether it's different to what you would do, and whether it's different to what actually happens, and the direction you think things should go.
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much mirrors what we do with Gibson on a, if not monthly, weekly basis.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is exactly the same thing. You see a storyline, you say they should do this, and they either do that or they do the complete opposite, and then you get really angry with them, and you rant about it for an hour and a half on a podcast.
Wahey, that brings us in, doesn't it? Wahey. So yeah, that was wrestling. Are we gonna watch it?
I probably won't. I'll just listen to a fantastic podcast about it.
Indeed. The Booking
Bad
Bookers?
Bookers podcast. Yeah,
I booked that one up, didn't I?
People who make the decisions are bookers, and we are the bad bookers because we disagree with everything that WWE do, and they have a multi-million selling show, and we don't.
Wouldn't Mother Bookers been a slightly
I wasn't involved in the naming of the podcast. It's not my fault.
Okay.
Could we combine the two? Would it be the Mother
Bad
Humbuckers?
Bad Mother Bookers?
Mother Humbuckers.
Yeah.
You have little musical interludes.
Indeed, yeah. Where Matt, drunk Matt will play over the outro with your.
Oh, I love Drunk Matt. I miss Drunk Matt. I think it should be compulsory.
Drunk Matt was not a good idea.
It wasn't a good idea the next day.
I cannot believe I used my Stevie Wonder cheese grater joke on the podcast.
Yeah, that was close to the edge, wasn't it?
It was.
Fun.
It was.
I like the way that Drunk Matt got drunker Matt as it went on as well. That was good.
Well, I'd been out, and I knew that if I didn't keep drinking, I'd fall asleep during the podcast.
No, it sounded
so
like
I kept drinking.
He did stay awake.
That's true. Sometimes we kind of wish he hadn't.
I'll take that feedback.
It's so good.
Listening back, I kind of wish I hadn't.
Right.
Oh man, imagine if we just did one where everyone was drunk on it. That'd be something, wouldn't it?
I think I need to be at least a modicum of sober to be able to record the thing, but I have tried teaching the cat to do the setup for me, but she's not up to the job.
Ugh, damn.
Can't even upload it.
Thumbs.
No. She just keeps complaining about salmon, and she keeps asking me about the mouse.
There it is.
Yep. Anyway, so I've done stuff this week.
Oh, what have you done?
I haven't really done a great deal, to be honest. I barely even got a chance to listen to our own podcast. Yes, I am that narcissistic. So let's have a look what I did do. I'm going to say this very quietly, just in case anyone's listening. I bought some pedals. I bought a Boss DS1.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You
bought a which one? A what?
Boss DS1.
A Boss DS1! Budget pedal chapper's got a Boss DS1, a Boss DS1.
Yeah, I mean it's a catchy tune. I'm expecting that as a B-side on one of the Rapscallion singles.
Excellent. Yeah, chuck some drums under it. It's done.
Yeah. So yeah, I bought a DS1, and I bought a Joyo Ultimate Drive, both of which were exquisite bargains. And the reason for doing this is because I've been doing a little bit of research and I've found that these two pedals in particular are quite easy to mod. So I thought I'd throw my hat into the modding game.
Are you going to tell us what the mods are or what they do, or is that secret?
Don't they ride around on Vespers?
You just keep setting them up, and that'll knock them down. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, the DS1, I will be modding the tone stack so that it doesn't go from like wet sock to like angry bees in a tin.
You're just going to rub off the writing and respell tone properly, aren't you?
Yeah, TOAN. Yeah.
That's all you're going to do.
I'm hopefully going to fix the fucking noise floor on the Boss DS1 because they are horrendous. But I'm gonna hopefully make it so that the gain isn't so driven at the lower end. Because I mean I bought a DS1 wanting it to be subtle, and perhaps the fault lies with me.
Definitely lies with you.
But yeah,
the Boss DS1 is as subtle as a bloody Boss Metal Zone.
I don't know. The Boss Metal Zone has got concentric bots, which both arouse and scare me. So,
Ooh.
What was that?
Sorry.
Motorbike.
That was my lunch coming back up. No, yes, it was just a motorbike. Even though I've got very thin windows. I don't know.
I just thought it was some crazy effect you were putting on the microphone.
I could have got away with that, couldn't I?
You could have. The Ultimate Drive, I don't know what mods I can do to it yet, but apparently there was a little fiasco with a company doing a pedal called the Alpha Drive. I think it was called Freakish Blues, the company, where they were basically buying in the Joyo Ultimate Drive, doing some very simple mods on it, and sending it back out and selling it for like 250 quid.
Wow. Was it JHS?
No, I believe the company was Freakish Blues. I don't know. So this is alleged. I can't confirm nor deny this. However, I will be trying to find out what these very simple mods were and do one myself. I will then try my hand at selling it for 250 quid. To varying degrees of success.
Well, I'm sure with some of your fantastic original art, then it's bound to go for that sort of money.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, it's almost a cert, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, if not for a piece of musical gear, for something sort of gallery or art installation, someone will have it.
Yeah, definitely.
Go to Tate Modern.
I don't think they're ready for this jelly. So yeah, I mean, that little segment was definitely for Moog this week, and he's here.
I feel honoured to be here in person to hear the pedal update.
That's it. But I've done other things. So today I went on a giant spring clean. A spring clean for my guitars. So there were 3 guitars that I ended up kind of overhauling. The Revelation. It's a RTE custom, I believe it is. It's basically a telly, double bound. An Ibanez Roadstar and my Fender Thinline 72 Telecaster. So I didn't do this for all of them, but for the Revelation, I took all the strings off, gave it a fret polish, lubed the nut. That's
not
brilliant.
even going there. Not even going there. You waited for it, but I'm not.
I'm going to repeat that again. I lubed the nut.
I bet you did.
You dirty bastard. And I cleaned the fretboards, new set of strings, and played it a little while, and it was beautiful. I adjusted the truss rod on the Roadstar and basically cleaned up the strings and whatnot on all of them. So yeah, that was my my spring clean. A couple of things kind of sprung to mind for that one. How awesome the Ibanez Roadstar is. It's a guitar that, for one reason or another, I haven't played too much recently, and it just made me fall in love with that guitar again. It's essentially, it's like a Strat, and it's better than 90% of Fender's Strats that I've played, and I've played a few.
What makes it better?
Yeah, it's better. It's just the neck profile just feels really comfortable.
Has it got a nice chunky neck on it?
It's
Drink.
that's it. It's substantial but without being unwieldy. The Telecaster neck's definitely thicker. The Thinline Telecaster neck's thicker.
Ironically.
Yes. Just all of the parts of it are really good. I've not had to upgrade a great deal for it to be just a beautiful guitar. The trem system is very, very weird, but it works really well. The tuners are standard and feel solid. The string trees are roller string trees, I believe, from standard. It's all of the things that you do to a Strat to make it better as standard. And it's got mojo for days because it's an 80s classic Ibanez. Not
good.
in neon colour as well. It's Hank Marvin red.
Nice.
I think
Awesome.
that was from the Ibanez catalogue, Hank Marvin red.
Official colour name.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, I did a little bit of a spring clean. And how about you guys? What do you do when you clean your springs? When you overhaul your guitars, what's the go-to procedure?
I'm quite not lax. Yes, I am. I'm lax. I generally, if I'm doing like a big clean, I guess a lot of it depends on what guitar it is. If it's something with a hardtail, then maybe I'll rip all the strings off.
Yeah.
And just give it a good old go over. But generally, if not, then I'll take things off string by string. But I guess I can be quite thorough with the fretboard, but it's how long between those cleans for me is the big problem. Yeah, I mean, I think the last time I gave something a really good clean would have been I got my old Jackson Dinky out of storage a while ago, and that was caked on the fretboard after years of storage. And I stripped that off, but that was because it's got a Floyd Rose on it. It was string by string, and then I just went along each fret string by string and cleaned it sort of both lengthways along the neck and across the fretboard as well.
That's some dedication.
Yeah, it's. I think things like that once in a while are quite kind of relaxing. It gets almost zen-like. You can really, stick some music on or something on the TV or whatever, and just really go to town and get into all the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, I felt bad for the missus today when I was cleaning the strings on the telly and the Roadstar, because like I said, I didn't take those off. I fast fretted them and got some kitchen roll and kind of degreased them. And she was sitting there doing some rather important work, and every so often she just hear. And she was so patient, bless her. But yeah, it was. I mean, the sound was going through me, and I was doing it. So I can only imagine what was going through her head.
I've not used Fast Fret for years and years, probably 20 years since I put Fast Fret on. It's a bit of a contentious issue, isn't it? Some people love it, some people just think it's the devil's sputum.
I swear by this stuff for prolonging string life. I don't use it religiously, so it's not like every time I play a fast fret and then fast fret once I'm done. I use it kind of to rejuvenate a bit of life into the strings, especially when they're getting when you're getting the kind of dried on muck and you start feeling friction on the string. A bit of fast fret clears it up lovely.
You don't find it gunks up the neck?
No, I find quite the opposite, because I actually use fast fret on the fretboard itself as well. Of rosewood boards. It doesn't make a difference on maple. But if your rosewood board is looking a little dehydrated, a bit of fast fret on that brings the colour back out.
Lovely. And might have to give it a go again.
Yeah, I swear by this stuff. D'Addario did a fast fret alternative called XLR8, which it's not quite as good. The applicator was much better though. I did like the applicator for that, but the product not quite fast fret. So yeah, the spring clean. So that was 3 guitars. Only another 10 left. But yeah, I suppose it's a start, isn't it? So yeah, we've got some topics this week, haven't we? In fact, before I do that, we've got a little somber moment, because this week I have let go of an important piece of gear of mine. Yeah. So
I'll just keep going underneath.
Yeah,
I won't.
I'll edit it. I'll edit it in so it's beautiful. My Blackstar HD40 has gone to a new home this week. It's something that I never thought that I would do. However, a trade opportunity came up, and it seemed like the right time, because essentially I only ever used the clean channel on the H240. So out of, I think there was about 15 knobs on the front panel, I only ever used 2. So I thought, yeah,
that's one too many.
It was just a tone and a volume. Oh, and the master volume, I used that as well. I almost snapped the reverb off.
Because you're wrong. Because you're a wrong human being.
Reverb, man. Reverb. So yeah, I traded it. I traded it for a PV Classic 30. What, I hear you ask? You already have one of those. Yes, I do. Now I have two.
Stereo
Nice.
rig, here we come.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, some people have tried to convince me to go stereo. I am most likely going to donate one of the classic 30s to Adam Yeomans. So when we practice, we have got two classic 30s classicking up the place. So yeah, that's probably going to be a thing. I want to hear what both of our Les Pauls sound like through the classic 30s. So I'm definitely going to have that happening at some point.
That does sound like it could be pretty meaty.
Indeed. And I will of course let you listeners know, and maybe even post video of how that gets on.
Yeah, you should.
Will you do me a favour and just humour me, and both of you use the drive channel on the PV rather than your drive pedals? Because
The drive channel on the
just
PV is
once.
brilliant. Yeah, I've used.
just once with both of you on the drive channel, just see how much amazingness you can get.
Yeah,
because they are just
I completely
sweet.
agree. The classic 30 has got a fantastic drive channel. Again, I'm using it for the clean channel because I get all my drive-through pedals. However, I completely understand, Matt. The drive on the classic 30 is brilliant, and I may get it where we put both of our Les Pauls through the drive channel just for you.
Yeah, I just want to hear what that sounds like, because I think that would sound amazing, because the other guitarist in my band has a PV Classic 30 as his backup, and when he uses it, he drops out one of the drive pedals on his board and replaces it with the foot switch for the PV, because the drive channel is just that good.
There's a foot switch now. What?
Did you not know you can get a foot switch for the Classic 30?
Well, that might be my next purchase. Lots
Do
of
it,
those.
seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, do it, because you'll probably drop one of the 8 Mojos from your board.
Heresy, I say.
Could you imagine? Just gets that foot switch and just starts lobbing the Mojos out the window one by one.
I'm imagining like an open top bus and me just throwing Mojos in the street.
You get a Mojo. You get a Mojo.
My Oprah moment.
Get off.
Yeah. We don't play guitar. Stop throwing things.
You can only do it 4 times as well, so. Oh. No one else
That's it.
gets a
Form an
Mojo.
orderly queue. That's it. There you go. I've got a Dan Electro pedal you can have. It's not as good. Yeah. So we have got topics this week. We're not just going to be narcissists and talk about ourselves. The Parallel Universe Strat Tele Hybrid thing. I don't even know the actual title for it. But that's been floating around in the news.
That's the official title.
The Strat
I'm pretty
Tele
sure
Hybrid
that's the
thing.
official title.
Cool. So it is essentially a Telecaster, but with a Strat scratch plate and 3 Strat single coils.
And a Strat bridge.
Strat bridge as well. Strat
Yeah.
input jack as well, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Who knows? It shows how much research I've done on this product.
I can confirm it does have a Stratocaster style input jack.
Beautiful.
Look at you.
I knew
so,
that. I didn't just quickly Google it.
So yeah, it's been banding around Facebook recently because they are hitting stores very soon, or have hit stores. Who knows? So
This is a very relaxed podcast this week, isn't it?
it is pretty much always very relaxed, Mr. McGravitt. That's the way we roll. So what are our thoughts and opinions of this Strat Tele Hybrid?
Well, when I first designed this, they came to me and said, Satan, we want you to make the worst guitar ever. So I said, okay, I shall combine 2 amazing guitars and come up with something weird.
Thank you, Satan.
He just popped in. Yeah.
Yeah. He often pops round for a cup of tea.
I mean, it could be designed by Satan, because what they've done is they've taken all of the good bits from the telly and all of the good bits from the Strat and thrown them away.
Hey, the input jack of a Stratocaster is a sublime thing.
It is better than
And
the
the
Telecaster input jack, to be fair.
And the shape of a telly is alright. Okay, so they've kept the good shape of the Telecaster body, and they've kept the good input jack of the Strat, and then they've thrown all the rest of the good bits away. And they've left you with an unstable bridge system, the wrong-shaped headstock, and 3 single coils, which nobody ever wants.
Yeah, the pickups are the worst thing for me, I think. Because if you want something that's telly-ish, then there's a reason I think you want that. So I'm not quite sure what the benefit would be. It's got to be just an aesthetic thing, surely.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd agree. I think I've been contemplating the McQuine Stratocaster, kind of the friction, the hate, and I think Matt needs to try a Strat with a tube screamer in front of it, because when I tried the Strat with a tube screamer as a kind of tonal shaping thing rather than a drive thing, it made
I still
the
have
Strat
2
make
Strats.
sense. Do it.
I still
do it
have
now.
2 Strats. They are Squire Affinity Strats that have no modifications to them whatsoever.
Well, that doesn't count. So yeah, I think I need to take a trip to the Isle of Man with one of my Strats. I might even take the Ibanez Roadstar, because it's more of a Strat than most Strats. And I need to show you how it's done, because Strats are wonderful things. They're delicious tonal creatures.
I agree, especially the neck pickup. That's where it's all at, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's nothing else quite like that.
I like the middle pickup on a Strat, actually.
Oh,
It's the unsung hero for me. Because without that, the kind of out of phase positions don't happen, and I find that if you go to the bridge, it's usually a bit too kind of nasally. Yeah,
Classy
I mean,
horrible.
if you get good Strat sets, the ice pickiness of it isn't there, but it's usually a bit nasal.
Well, there's also this wonderful thing called a tone knob on most guitars that you can
with most
take some of
Strats,
that out.
Why would you have a tone knob?
Oh dear, Matthew. Oh dear.
Like I said before, a bridge humbucker wired to the input jack, that's all you need.
I mean, we are allowed our own opinions, aren't we?
No matter how wrong they are.
So yeah, this Strat Tele hybrid, it doesn't seem to be receiving too much of a positive feedback from the Fret Talk podcast. However, I happen to have a Strat Tele hybrid, and I've owned it for maybe about a year and a half, something like that. I know, shocking. The man who I talk about possibly more than Moog Weather, Mr. Fletcher, he makes guitars as well, and he made a Strat Tele hybrid, which is pretty much exactly how Fender have done it, but it looks cooler, which is why I bought it. It's a wicked guitar, actually. And one thing that he did put on it was the something that I'd never heard of before, which is the Fez Parker mod, which essentially turns one of your tone controls into a blend control. So on the bridge position, the blend puts in the neck, so you can blend in some neck, so it again takes off some of that ice pickiness, and it almost sounds kind of humbuckery when you blend them in. In the out of phase positions, it does. It blends the coil that's not in. So if it's on position 2, it will blend the neck in. If it's on position 4, it blends the bridge in. So you can get all three at once. And when you're on the neck position, it blends the bridge in, so you can ruin the neck position with a bit of bridge. And the only position that it actually does nothing is the middle. It just doesn't do anything. But it makes the Strat hugely versatile then. And you get a tone control that works on the bridge. Oh, hey! So yeah, the Strato Tele was something that I've already experienced, and I love it. I might need to get that out to spring clean it though, because I haven't played it in a while.
Sounds like we're wrong then, Matt.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe I am wrong. To be fair, I'm probably wrong, because I'm probably wrong about Strats as well, because I'm pretty sure they're quite popular.
Yeah, I mean, Hendrix played one, and he was all right. He was, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah, I think I've heard of him. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not. Obviously, I've not played one. I've not heard one. So who am I to judge? But there's just something that just hurts my brain a little bit to look at it.
Yeah, I think the fact that it's just that that sunburst with the white guard. I think it's the plain Jane of the Stratocaster world anyway, and then with this weird, just kind of, it's almost like that uncanny valley feel.
Yes, that's exactly it.
So yeah, I think they could have got around that by.
Need to chuck a silver sparkle over it, then I'll be well up for it.
Just silver sparkle anything and your Moogs.
Pretty much.
So yeah. Moving on. Our good friend Paul Farrell. He took his fabled Les Paul to the local guitar tech, and he got it back, and he's found a new lease of life with this instrument. He's found a new love for his Les Paul.
As it should be.
Yeah, I mean the Les Paul it's a delightful instrument. I mean I've been playing mine quite a lot recently because of those blend pickups that I had put in, which I will not mention anymore. Yeah, I heard something from Mr. Fletcher today actually, which makes me a little excited, but I won't tell you any more of that news because I don't know if it's hush hush top secret, but good things. Anyway, so how important?
Remember, that's Fletcher pickups.
Yep, I reckon we'll have that at the start of every episode. Moog coming in. It's Fletcher pickups. We need a tagline as well.
Deal on broadcast rights.
We need a tagline for it. We'll do some brainstorming on that and get back to you. So yeah, how important do you think a setup is to your guitar? Is it something that is an absolute must, or is it something that you can deal with when it's not so great?
I'm probably the worst person in the universe for this, but unless the guitar is unplayable, I will play it. I don't have any issues. I don't mind if I've got different setups on different guitars. I've got guitars that have got medium action. I've got guitars that have got action where I can probably fit my palm underneath the strings at about the 12th fret. I'm terrible for getting guitars set up. I will happily play a guitar that other people would say was unplayable and not be too fussed about it.
That shows that you are versatile, at least.
If lazy is probably another word for it.
I was trying to put a positive spin on it, but yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, and as long as it's playable, I will play it. If it gets to a position where it's unplayable, I will try and set it up myself, generally fail, and then send it to a tech.
Fair play. How about yourself, Moog?
I'm along a similar line, but I think for me it kind of depends what I'm doing with it. I've got like loads of guitars here that I've never seen a pro set up, or if they did, it was a long time ago. Yeah, and I'll sit and I'll play them. But then my main Les Paul, which I use for recording and gigging, I want to keep that in tip-top shape. So I haven't. I've not had it a huge amount of time, but when I bought it, one of the things that I sort of said, because I bought it used, and the condition was that they gave it a proper setup and
a darn good scene too.
Yeah, exactly. I really noticed the difference between when I played it in the shop and when I got it home. It was like a new instrument. So I think a really good setup is I think it can make a lot of difference.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I stand with it. I did mention last week or the week before that I experienced wrist problems with poor setups. It's mainly like the tension under finger. If it goes past a certain point, it then becomes problematic for my my wrist and my forearm. Which
you need to exercise your wrists more.
I'm gonna say that's definitely not the issue.
I was sitting here thinking, do I know him well enough to pick up on that one? No, I'm gonna leave that to Matt.
I was a teenage boy once. I can tell you, the wrists have been exercised.
Yes, what teenage boy doesn't love tennis?
Yeah, but I locked myself in my room and yep, tennis away. Yeah, really weird masturbation with a tennis racket.
Oh, it's gone dark, people.
No, I think the problem lay from an old motoring incident, because I used to ride motorbikes and came off them quite a lot, believe it or not. So yeah, my wrists are very delicate little flowers, which means that I have to have very particular setups on my guitar, and it's like night and day. Playing a guitar that's set properly, and a guitar that's not received a good setup. Even before that, if a guitar's action was above a certain amount, I was a bit snobby with it, and I'd kind of turn my nose up at it anyway. But because of all of that, because of my kind of snobbiness and the fact that I need a specific kind of setup, I've become quite adept at setting certain things on the guitar up myself. More like I won't flinch when it comes to setting a truss rod. I know roughly what it needs to do, and we'll tinker around and make that happen. Along with intonation, I don't mind doing that. It makes me swear a lot, but I will do it.
I mean, I'm capable of it. I just generally like intonation. I will do because I hate strings that sound out of tune. But truss rods and shit, it's close enough.
Yeah,
I'm pretty much the same. I mean, I've tinkered with intonation on a couple of guitars, and that's fine. I think my line is, I feel that if it's something that is not going to damage it, I'm happy to tinker with it. But things like the truss rod, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm a bit scared, because obviously if you do that, then you're done for. I mean, I've got a bass sitting here that's got the necks all over the place, and it's got more action than a 80s Seagal movie.
I'm glad you went with that and not down a CD route.
Teenage budget pedal chap. But yes, and I've I've started to give the truss rod a tweak. But I just felt like I just didn't know what I was doing, so I thought I'd better stop.
Yeah.
And I could so many YouTube videos I could find out, but I just haven't. So
yeah. I mean, the misconception with the truss rod is that if you adjust it, you will break it, and then your guitar will die. Perpetuated by luthiers, I think. This myth. I mean, you have to go very far. One way or the other before something breaks, and this is where in the call we lost connection. We did try so very hard to get the connection back up, but the gods of the internet were not with us today. So I'm going to have to do the outro all by myself. I know. So if you want to catch us, online, you go facebook.com/budget pedal chap to find me, or you go instagram.com/budget pedal chap to find me. On YouTube, you can find me in the show notes. You'll find the link. Just type in budget pedal chap. If you want to find Matt online, you go. Look for his new podcast, the Bad Bookers podcast. It's all about wrestling, so if you like wrestling, go check that out. You can also check his band out at SwitchIOM, so that's facebook.com/SwitchIOM. Moog, you can check out at facebook.com/Rapscallion, I believe, or Rapscallion Music. Again, it's in the show notes, check them out. And if you want to get your thoughts and opinions and your questions and your voice heard, if you go facebook.com/groups and type in Fret Talk Podcast, so Fret Talk Podcast group, you will find all of us. We are active members there. Don't be afraid to get on iTunes and give us a review as well, because all of that stuff helps the popularity of the podcast. And I am going to leave it there for you guys this week. Thank you so much for listening, and thanks for understanding that the internet is not an infallible thing. So from your host, Budget Pedal Chap, remotely from Matt Quine and from Moog Gravit, be adios this week. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Nothing like sinking a cock.
Welcome, listener. Oh, you bastard. Who was that? Right, we'll try again. I'm going to give you a moment here, Matt.
That was genius.
You know what's going to make it to the end of the show this week? Yeah, it's that.
Oh dear. That was genius.
Right, compose yourself, lads.